I think there's a big difference between getting a price and interviewing contractors. A lot of people, when they're doing anything on their home, they'll say things like, oh, I'm getting 3 prices. I was always told by my dad, you get 3 prices, you throw out the high one, you throw out the low one, and you pick the middle one. While that might be nice in theory, and maybe that did work some time ago, it's not really the right way to think about how to work on your home. You really want to be interviewing contractors in the gutter trade, in any kind of trade. You want to do an interview. So that's why it's important to meet them there, because you're actually interviewing the person that's going to be in your home. They're going to see your house, the kind of car you drive, all the stuff that you hold dear, that person is going to have access to. It's very important that you're choosing the right person, and that's why it's very important to meet with them. Interviewing a contractor versus getting pricing. I look at it like if we were hiring somebody for a position in our company, and we had 3 qualified people come in, or 3 interviews come in for the same position, and one wanted a good amount of money for that position, but we think they would be absolutely awesome and we know it would be an amazing fit. Then we have somebody else come in for that same position and we're thinking, well, you know, they don't want as much money, and with some training, and if I watch them, you know what, I think they could probably do the job. Not as good as the other person, but if I paid them less, maybe it would be worth it. And then we have the other person that showed up late, didn't really dress up for the interview, but guess what? They're willing to do it for half the price of anybody else. As an employer, what person are we going to hire? I know me, I would go after the person that is qualified, wants a little bit more money, but I know is going to exceed my expectations. In that same way, I think we would make different decisions.
Something that we experience a lot from homeowners is they make the mistake of thinking that gutters, it's just a gutter, and can you just come over and give me a price? I can't be there. That's one of the biggest mistakes that anybody can make. I don't care what you're having done at your house. You should always meet with a contractor, because you never know what you're going to get if you don't meet with these guys, and that's what gives contractors a bad name, because people are not doing the right process in preparation for having somebody work on your home. And face it, our homes are worth something to us, and we should be care enough about our homes to make sure that we're going to interview people when they come to our house and make sure that they're doing all the best practices, not only to get a good job done, but also to protect myself from any liabilities as well. Do not interview the person and have somebody, or if you have somebody that says they're too busy to come out and just gives you a price over the phone, that is not a good process, and we highly recommend that you only meet with people that are willing to meet with you at your convenience. And when both you, especially if you're married, if you're married, both of you should be there so that you both can hear out what the person, the information that they're giving you, so that you can review it together and make a really good decision so that you don't get burned by somebody. And even though it's gutters, if they put the downspout on the wrong side of the house, or they give you the wrong size or the wrong color or whatever, or they're subbing it out to a company that you never heard of, you can be wasting anywhere from $1,000 and up, and I don't think any of us really can afford to do that.
I would recommend, don't get so caught up in the lowest price, because the lower the price, the lower your expectation is going to need to be.